CertifHy in simple terms is today one of the gatekeepers to the European export market. The way that we see CertifHy and certification is that we need to be an enabler of business transactions. For us, certification is about business, is about bringing added value. I know that sometimes certification is linked to confusion, is linked to stringent criteria, those kind of things. But we are really trying to make certification as accessible as possible, so that the first order of business is always how do we enable transaction. We already have active RFNBO certifications in the EU. We have 4 certification bodies that have officially been recognized since the beginning of the year, and much more to come. And as Clemens mentioned, we have supported today a bit more than 30 large-scale projects with our pre-certification solutions at the global level. And of course, many of them have been for projects in India. What I would like to say, and like jumping on Simon's work and also leading to Floor's presentation, is that in the past years, not only we have focused on developing our own certification solution, but also the reality is that we see more and more a lot of regional initiatives. Each of those initiatives usually having different purposes. Sometimes this is about subsidy at the local level. Sometimes this is about bringing extra criteria that may make sense for a certain region. I'm thinking about water usage. I'm thinking about impact on the social and economical impact on local communities, or more simply just as a tool to enable not only the export market, but also the domestic market in those regions. At CertifHy, we actually have a good track record on bridging the gap between several certification schemes to make sure that we provide reliable and safe certification, because CertifHy RFNBO is the scheme that everybody is looking at the moment, but we've been maintaining and operating several others hydrogen certification schemes that are still running today. And so we have good experience and good insights to share on how we can ensure that those different certification standards and initiatives can live their lives next to each other in a way that is going to make sense for the market. What we think is that what we need to do as CertifHy and as certification initiatives is that we need to, I think that we should foster really the development of those regional initiatives, accept their similarities with EU standards, but also accept their differences. What it means for a project developer is that, and for us as stakeholders, is that we need to be prepared to navigate the complexity of dealing with several standards, dealing with several requirements, dealing with several parties and stakeholders. And so because of this, for me, I think that today is a very good moment to kickstart the prospect of bringing solutions to the table with 2 clear ideas in mind: minimizing the technical burden and minimizing the administrative burden when it comes to certification. If you listen to bodies like IPHE or Hydrogen Council and other people, you will often hear about what they call mutual recognition. Personally, I think that a better word and a better concept that we can achieve relatively fast is about interoperability. How do we make it so that GHCI and RFNBO certification can work together in a way that is going to avoid any compliance issue, but also is going to be able to maximize the value that is captured by Indian projects, being able to address both the domestic and the export-facing market at the same time, without having to juggle between 5, 6, 7, 8 different parties. So I'd say that today I'm very confident, and like Simon's brilliant presentation, I think gives also a very good insight on that we should be very confident that we can avoid compliance issues, leading to the first question that was shared at the beginning of the presentation between GHCI and RFNBO. But to achieve that, now the priority for us is to be able to identify those synergies, those gaps, and those interoperability solutions. And maybe I would like to open up on some of them that we have in mind, that we think are going to be constructive for the near future. First and foremost, I would like to say that CertifHy very much supports the study that was just presented by Simon. We see it as a very important stepping stone. Believe me when I say that reports supposed to compare gaps between different certification schemes. We see some of them on CertifHy's table every month. But none of them was actually to date, in my opinion, was able to match the level of quality and the level of preciseness of this study. And so we think that this is an excellent, that the white paper and the study is actually a very important, crucial stepping stone to anything that we are going to do in the future. So Simon, thank you very much for the work. Also, and this is something that we can use as a teaser to Floor's presentation, digital is going to be a big piece of the puzzle. We are talking about handling different ledgers. We are talking about maintaining a transparent and reliable certification data. And so for projects in India, but also across the globe, that are going to juggle with those different requirements, that are going to be able to will be required to show that mass balancing, traceability, transparency is up to each and every certification standard. In this context, a robust data management platform is going to be key for everyone, for project developers, for certification schemes, for certification bodies, and also for public authorities. So basically, I'm talking about things that CertifHy is not providing, because on one end, this is the study by Simon, and on the other end, this is digital solution like the ones of Atman. So now the question is, what can we bring to the table, us as CertifHy, and how can we work together? We've been looking at, and so it's like we are looking at how we can bridge the gap between all those certification initiatives in EU, in India, but also in Latin America, in Saudi Arabia, in Australia, so every region in the world. And so we've been looking at this issue. And today we see some low-hanging fruits that I believe could enable a good level of interoperability from the start, and would allow us then to progress towards a more established and more industrialized and a more easy system to use. The one item that I think is constantly overlooked in those discussions is the role of certification bodies, auditors. They are going to be the people on the ground. They are going to be the people visiting the sites and verifying that a site, a facility checks the criteria compared to certain requirements. We need them. But now imagine that we find a way for you as a project developer to call a certification body, a Bureau Veritas, CertifSud, the DNV, SGS, explain to them that you want not only to be certified RFNBO, but also GHCI at the same time, and that they have a way, because of interoperability, to handle both audits at the same time. It's going to limit the administrative burden, it's going to limit the cost, and it's just going to accelerate your ability to access all markets at the same time. Also, interoperability is going to be about consultation. It's going to be about bringing the market together. And today I would like to formally invite any project developer, academics, interested party to join CertifHy as a member of our stakeholder platform. This is the kind of platform, this is a platform that we provide to every party in the market to involve them in the development of CertifHy, the certification schemes, and the future of CertifHy. And I will be very happy, we will be very happy to provide a specific platform for those kind of issues. So just to conclude and then leave the floor to Clemens and then Fleur, the bottom line is that the one driver of success is going to be close collaboration between across stakeholders, across certification schemes. We need to get involved project developers, public authorities, certification schemes, experts, everyone around the table, so that we can actually put everything together and be able to find first easy to implement solution with a very high leverage, so that then we can move towards something that is going to look like mutual recognition, something that is going to look like a global standard, which is the long-term vision of it all. But I'm very confident that this is something that we can achieve step by step. Thank you very much.